spectacle here. A tremendous light show hyping up the crowd as they get set for this matchup here tonight. Welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Wolverines will kick this deep to begin the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Refusing to be stopped on this play. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. So Ohio State's offense comes on the field first today. You recall the last time they played, the Wolverines won a very close game. That has not been forgotten in Columbus for a single minute since then.
No, and if I remember right, it was the Michigan defense that really stepped up and prevailed and led them to a close victory last time out.
To a spectacle, a tremendous light show hyping up this crowd as they get set for this matchup here tonight. Welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Buckeyes will kick this away to start us off. Return starts from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Wolverines offense comes onto the field for the first time today. You recall the last time they played, the Wolverines won a very close game. That has not been forgotten in Columbus for a single minute since then.
No, and if I remember right, it was the Michigan defense that really stepped up and prevailed and led them to a close victory the last time out. Let's see what happens today if the Buckeyes offense can make the adjustments.
The back's got it. He finds some space. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. That one moves the ball across the 40. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They keep the drive going. It's a first out of the 46.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
They stop him, but it's a first down. The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Trying to find room. It's Haynes. That's a fumble. The defense makes the recovery a turnover.
When the snow's coming down like this, the ball carrier has got to do a better job of holding on to that football. His instincts as a runner try to get those big yards. But as you see, if you don't take care of the ball, chances are it's going to slip out of your hands for a turnover.
Gets it out quickly to the left side. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Here's the second down play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Third down play for this offense. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Bringing pressure. Just trying to get rid of it. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. And the kick bounces and goes out of bounds down near the goal line. Outstanding work by the punter. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They moved it well last time. Got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Well, that would have been a great pass on a beautiful sunny day, but in these elements, and that is a tough thing to do. Outstanding throw and catch.
Gonna run it. It's Haynes. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Well, for many, this is the quintessential college football rivalry. It combines tradition, high intensity, and very often high stakes.
Yeah, Chris, I really think the rivalry has changed over the years. Guys in my era would tell you it was a game that was the most heated but the most respected because of the way you were recruited by both schools. There was the Woody, there was the Bo influence on the rivalry. But I think in the new social media era, I think it's more about hatred for the two schools. From both sides, it's just a different feel. We'll feel that today when these teams go at it.
And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
That's caught. It's McCulley. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Man, I love these big receivers. This time he's able to use his big frame to almost box out the defender on that slant route. If you've got good timing, and this is hard to stop.
And now the handoff. He's got the first and still going. Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. First down now from the 30. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. And the Wolverines are in the red zone. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Can they pick up the first on the ground? That gain moves the ball to the 17. First down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. Heading for the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. That's how you finish a play. Wow, it is an impressive start, Kirk. In an emotional game like this, to be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Turner looking to make a play here. Coverage team flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Scanning the field. It's Sayin. Fires it to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the grab.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
There's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
It's reeled in. It's Smith. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening them. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Handoff in a single back formation. What a stiff arm. Look at that. He's still going. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Ball back at the 6 for a 2nd and goal off that loss. It's a quarterback keeper. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And there it is, Chris, one of the most dangerous plays in college football, the option. What's even more dangerous, as a defender, you have no clue if he's going to pull it, tuck it, throw it. That time, he took it himself, fooling the defense all the way to the end zone.
No problem with the snowy footing there. The PAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. First and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. Sacked, dropped at the 3.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, a skill-played defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
Looking to throw it deep. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. The Wolverines will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid and right down for a touchdown. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? To the air, it's Sayin. He's got it on a crossing route. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the +27. Try and muscle for the first down. Strong defensive effort. They've got him behind the line. He'll lose 5 yards. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. He missed it. Off target that time. And with the miss, we remain tied.
Man, I thought he hit that pretty clean. Good hold by the holder. Everything looked to be the way you'd like as a kicker. He just misses it, and the ball trailed on him and ends up hitting the upright.
Here comes the opening play of the drive. It begins from the 33. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down at the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. They'll ride the back again here. Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the start. Now it's 2nd down here. Handoff from the shotgun. He's past the marker and still going. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. The defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. So far, this has been a battle on the ground. We've completed the first quarter, and the run game has dominated. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. Caught over the middle. It's Marsh. Clutch conversion on third there. Sets him up first down from the 31.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone. The Wolverines starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving his back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. Pressure is coming. The ball is loose. The defense scoops it up. They get him down, but the recovery and the return could be a game-changing moment.
Well, just a great job by this defense flying to the football and creating this turnover. The snow right now is a problem for this offense. You can see they're almost being too conservative and taking few chances, which allows this defense to play much more aggressively.
Pump for the receiver. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. Here's the handoff on a counter. Tackled at the 35, good enough for a first down.
Well, that's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Didn't expect to lose 4 in the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Hook throw to the left side. Makes the catch downfield. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
He gets loose. They finally make the tackle with a huge gain down to the 15.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in the rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Looking downfield, it's Sayan. Running back grabs it on the screen. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Gets made on the out route. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal. Buckeyes hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. On the jet sweep. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Interesting idea here near the goal line, relying on the speed to get to the edge. It didn't work out this time, but maybe give it another look later on.
And they're trying to punch it in here.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Takes off in a bootleg. And they've got him on the blitz.
Now that is stepping up by this defense and coming up with a great play. Now 3rd and goal, you come up with a sack. Backs against the wall, they get this sack, and now forcing them into a possible field goal. And that's a win for the defense.
The field goal is good. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Last possession, he coughed it up, but it only cost them a field goal. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking deep downfield to the left. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, maybe in the second half.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short game. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And the Wolverines will line up to boot it away. And he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. Did not get a hold of it, not what the punter was hoping for. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Quick throw, testing the middle. What a catch! That game moves the ball across midfield. First down coming up from the 46. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Gives it to the back. Fighting him up. Refuses to be stopped. They get him down, but a solid run by the freshman. This is a determined running back, just refusing to be brought down that time by the defense.
You know, the coaches told us that this guy's one of the hardest workers on the entire team. And you can see all that offseason work that he put in has paid off. That time, shaking free from those defenders and getting more positive yards.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Sand. Grab down the middle. It's Tate. He made the stop, but that moves the football to the 16. It'll be 1st down.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
But it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read. And then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, it seems like a screen pass is either feast or famine. You either completely fool the defense and you've got a lot of room to run behind a convoy of blockers, or there's just nowhere to go and the play gets blown up as we see here.
They go backwards on that 3rd down completion. Sets up a 4th down. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. Trying to connect from 40 yards out. Makes it look easy.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Chris, it's the consistency of his back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
What a heads-up play here by this quarterback. Everybody's covered downfield. He keeps his poise. No big deal. Just calls his own number and gets the first down. And most importantly, he slides at the end of the play. Lots of time left in this one, so he's got to protect himself.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Handoff here from the shotgun. It's the middle to get stuffed. That one goes nowhere.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. He'll make the tackle, but it's enough for a first down. Good call on that screen play. And Kirk, that puts him over 150 yards today. He's just putting on a huge show on a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on the football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today. Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Marsh. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up fourth down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Wolverines will come to the line on fourth down, looking to keep the drive going. Trying for a fourth down completion. He escapes the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down marker.
The Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. The pickup is 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Second down play coming up. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. A loss of it.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
12th play of this drive coming up. It's 3rd and short. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Marshall. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, trailing in the game like this, the offense really needed this conversion, and they got it. Let's see if they can build on some momentum after that.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field, so let's check this call. Solid gain in the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive. Running the ball, throwing the football. Seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
Second down after that previous play. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. He's going to take off here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, it's second down and forever. You know they're going to throw the ball. They want to throw the ball, but to the credit of the defense, there's just nothing open. How about this quarterback? Instead of throwing the ball away, he picks up some big yards. They got a real shot here now on third down.
And he'll drop back here on third down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. The deficit remains at 6 after that miss.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead he shanks it.
They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Brought down, but broken tackle. Produce a solid gain there. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connerts now has our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when the Wolverines and Buckeyes get together, and a fun first half to boot. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. Sideline catch made, but they stop him for no gain.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
The tight end goes in motion before the snap. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when they can run the ball like this. Nice play.
They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss. Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Looking to pass here on second down. Defense is coming after him. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time. The Buckeyes will bring their punt team on the field now. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And here's the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. First down, looking to throw the ball. Taking a deep shot here to the right. It's caught inside the 30, still on his feet.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The complexion of this drive suddenly changing. One massive play, and they're closing in on the red zone now with the first down. Second down after that run on the previous play. Inside deals now from the shotgun. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on second and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PAT. They knock through the PAT and go on top 14-13. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Returner is brought down. Makes a start with the next drive. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense getting set. It's second down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Dropping back. It's Sayin. Makes a quick grab. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Delivers quickly to the left side. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there.
Well, this is the chance you take throwing the football in these conditions. I don't know if the quarterback ever had a real good grip on the ball in the snow. Puts it up in the air, and the defense is able to come up with a pick.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's looking to scramble. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. I'd rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
And the Wolverines pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Quarterback drops back. Grab behind the line. It's Marshall. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made after a solid gain. They spot the ball for 31. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Quarterback keeps the football. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Getting set. Here's 2nd down.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, the old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. He's running out of time here. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? On the move now. Looking to scramble now. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. On the ground, it's Marshall. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Gets the first and still running. They bring him down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. I mean, first down. The Wolverines looking to cash in the red zone. They're going to run it. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They lost the football near the goal line. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's 1st and goal from the 2. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
No, I don't blame him. Go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But, hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
There's a run call on 3rd and goal. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And strike up the Michigan band again as the Wolverines, Kirk, are beginning to build a lead and pull away here.
Well, I don't think the biggest Michigan fan in the country could have ever expected this kind of performance by the Wolverines. Everything that they have done has worked, and right now they have a nice, comfortable lead.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Returner looking to create better field position. He stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. On the ground, it's Jackson. They've got him in the backfield, nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. Short loss on the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to pass. It's Sayan. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Took contact on the throw. Makes the grab. It's Smith. The sophomore quarterback showing his toughness, standing in there to take the hit. The Buckeyes will have to kick this away. And he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. The fair catch made at the 30-yard line. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Important second down play coming up. Let's check out this running back comparison. These guys have been excellent, pounding away and seemingly only getting stronger. Getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And here's the handoff. He shreds the tackle.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fast, holding their own to the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss. And the Wolverines will have to kick it away. This is a low liner. This won't go a long way. And the returner cradles the football. A fair catch in this tough weather. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. To the air. It's Sayin. It's an out route. The catch made. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they...
Broken tackle still going. Tackle made after a big game. Ball moves to the 21. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the 4th quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second and goal play. Spot the ball at the 9. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. Looking for some space. It's Marshall. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
The pass rush gets home.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. From the shotgun, handoff inside. So they bring him down. They tried to run for it on third and long. A cautious play call doesn't work. The Wolverines will send the punt team onto the field. On to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Quarterback still with the football. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
I love this. Good job by this corner to come up, get physical, and bring the quarterback down on that option. Never gave him a chance to make his read and toss the ball out.
Dropping back. It's Saya. Running out of time in the pocket. The receiver makes the catch. Clutch conversion on third there. Sets him up first down from the one. Hold on a second. There's a timeout on the field. The coach wants the officials to take another look at that one. Thinks he might get an overturn. So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. Losing his legs. It's Jackson. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes a quick catch. And it's out of bounds after a decent gain.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They bring him down, but that play is set up a 1st and goal now at the 10.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw.
Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So they get the touchdown, now looking for the 2-point conversion to tie this one up late. Looking to throw. It's Sayan. And he's got it. The conversion is good, and we are all tied up here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Got the 1st down and still motoring. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That one moves the ball across the 40.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Here's the second down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackle made after just a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down. So now from the 27, the offense faces a third and short. How aggressive will they play it? They convert on third down and move the football to the 25.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down and inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
You're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
What a drive by this offense. Another big gain, and look at the defense. Huffing and puffing, hands on their hips. This offense is wearing them down both mentally and physically.
The shotgun running play call. Ball is loose. They scramble for it. And the defense comes up with the football.
Well, when you're running your quote-unquote four-minute offense, it's a combination of working the clock and getting productive yards. They were doing that. And then to end it with a fumble just ruins that opportunity. Now you give your opponent a chance to not just get the recovery, but a chance to go down and win the game.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Really excellent possession last time. They mixed the run and pass, kept the defense off balance, and route to a touchdown. And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage. And he keeps it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Pulls it in. It's Tate. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. On to kick now for the 5th time tonight. Prudent decision to make the fair catch here in these frigid conditions. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on. So after the incompletion, it's second down. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Pass rush closing in. He cannot escape. It's a sack. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. And this drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Play action here on first down. Bringing pressure. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Boy, the defense took the field. They mean business. First play of the drive, getting after the quarterback for a huge sack and getting him behind the chains. Love to see it.
It's a run. Running back's got it. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Tries to get it to the running back. Punt in the open. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. The Buckeyes bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. The pocket breaking down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Well, this young man is doing everything he can to keep his team in this game, and this play checks all the boxes. Need a first down? Check. Get out of bounds and stop the clock? Check. Avoid himself getting a big hit? That's a big check.
First down and 10 now. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Catch is made down the middle. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
And the Wolverines will have 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The Wolverines come to the line with 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Wolverines! They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Give credit to this offense. They work some clock. They eventually get the ball in the end zone. Now they've got the lead. You kick the extra point, and you hope your defense can hold on so you can win this game.
And the extra point was up and good. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. On the run, it's Peoples. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Lets it go quickly. Grab down the middle, it's Tate. Solid gain there, moves the ball out to the 32. They move the 6, they'll hurry to the line here on 1st down now. The offense decides to just spike the ball here. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. The sure hands. It's Tate. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. You've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, what a grab! And a timeout taken by the offense with 19 seconds remaining. This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. He makes the grab. The defense has got it.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Well, Kirk, based on the rankings, this technically is an upset. We just watched two really good teams slug it out, and the team that came in lower ranked picks up the W.
Well, I can't believe you said slug it out. That's a first from you, but I agree. Two ranked teams going head-to-head. Really a fun game to watch, and now let's see how they respond after the results of this game. That could be very interesting to their season.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.